भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I welcome all the devotees for today's session on the reasons for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, almost in every chapter, offers obeisances to the Lord and his associates through this beautiful prayer in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. It says, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So offering obeisances to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all his beloved eternal associates, this entire Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Let us try to recollect the reasons for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. I am speaking based on the third chapter of the Adilila of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, written by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila, in the first 14 shlokas, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami gives Mangalacharan, auspicious invocation for this wonderful Grantha. And these 14 shlokas of Mangalacharan, he explains them elaborately in first 7 chapters. In these 14 shlokas, in the 4th shloka, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes the external reasons for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. In the 5th and 6th shlokas, he describes the internal reasons for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. What is this external reason and internal reason? External reason is a reason that is more relevant for the conditioned souls in this material world. A reason which is more connected to this material universe and the Yuga Dharma and the Yugas in this material universe. So, Lord Chaitanya, in short, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared on this planet to establish the Yuga Dharma of Harinam Sankirtan and to give Krishna Prema or love of God to the conditioned souls of this material world. So that is the external reason which is in relation with the conditioned souls in this material universe. And there is an internal reason or a more confidential reason, a personal reason for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's descent. What is this personal reason? This is more connected to his own heart, more connected to his own confidential relationship with Srimati Radharani. So in short, the internal reason for Lord Krishna's appearance as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to experience the emotions of Srimati Radharani, to experience love of Krishna in the mood of Srimati Radharani. That's the internal reason. So that internal reasons for Mahaprabhu's appearance we'll discuss tomorrow. That's more confidential, more deep. Today we are going to discuss external reasons. And that's how Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami presents also in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. He first describes the external reasons, then he describes the internal reasons. Today we'll focus on the external reasons. I will show the shloka. Maybe wherever you are, you try to recite the shloka seeing the screen. I hope you're able to see the screen. Yeah. So this is from the As I said, this is from the Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila. Adilila, specifically chapter number 3. Hmm. So, right in the beginning of this chapter, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami offers a prayer to Lord Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande Yatpadashraya Viryatah Sangrihnatyakaravratat Agnah Siddhanta Sanmanin. So Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande, I offer my obeisance unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yat Padashraya Viryatah. Viryatah means by the potency, by the power of Yat Pada Ashraya, by the potency of taking Gnati Akara Sanmanin. In that great mind, there are manis, there are beautiful gems of philosophical truths, conclusive truths about Lord Chaitanya. So even an Agna, even a foolish person also will be able to collect all of those valuable gems only by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yat Padashraya Viryataha. So we are going to discuss something very deep, very profound, very uh, uh, very confidential from the scriptures, and we will be able to do it only with the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mhm. So that's why he is offering obeisances to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first before even describing the external reasons for Mahaprabhu's descent. Mhm. Now, which is that shloka of Mangalacharan that describes the reasons, external reasons for Mahaprabhu's descent? The fourth shloka. So let's read that fourth shloka now. I hope you are seeing the screen. Anarpitachariim chirat karunaya avatirnah kalau समर्पयितुम् उन्नत उज्ज्वल रसां स्वभक्ति श्रियम् हरिः पुरट सुंदर द्युति कदम्ब संदीपितः सदा हृदय कंदरे स्फुरतवः सचीनंदनः. So this shloka describes the Bahya Avatara Karan, or the external reason for Lord Chaitanya's advent. And by the way, this shloka also invokes auspicious benedictions. It gives Ashirvad, boons or benedictions to all the readers. So let's discuss this shloka. Anarpita Chirim. In fact, our entire class will be a discussion on this one shloka only. In fact, the entire chapter, this entire chapter is a discussion on this shloka, but not a literal meaning, but there are much, much deeper perspectives of this shloka. So, Anarpita Chirim means that which has not been offered by the Lord to all of us for a long time. Anarpita. Arpita means to offer. Anarpita means that which has not been offered. Karunaya avatirnaha kalau. Anarpita chirim chirat. Chirat means for a long time, the Lord has not offered this gift to all of us. And to offer that gift, now, Karunaya, with great mercy, avatirnaha kalau, the Lord appeared in Kali Yuga. So, Lord Krishna mercifully appeared in this age of Kali to offer us something that has not been offered before by any other incarnation. What is that? The second line says. The second line he says, Samarpayitum unnata ujjvala rasam swabhakti shriyam. Samarpayitum, the Lord wants to offer all of us some special gift, a transcendental gift. What is that? Unnata ujjvala rasam. Rasa means juice, literally. But what is the juice in our spiritual context? The juice or the happiness of a relationship with Krishna. And a devotee can connect with Krishna in multiple relationships. As a son, considering Krishna as a son, or considering Krishna as a lover, considering Krishna as mm, as a friend, as master, considering oneself as a servant, like the different devotees connect with Krishna in different moods. Sakhya rasa, Vatsalya rasa, Madhurya rasa, all these rasas are there. So, amongst all these rasas, the most exalted rasa is Madhurya rasa, the middle of conjugal love. So, Samarpayitum Unnata Ujjvala Rasa means the Lord wanted to offer all of us this gift of Ujjvala Rasa, which is Madhurya Rasa, to the people in this world. Swabhakti Shriyam. Swabhakti means devotional service unto Him only. Swabhakti Shriyam. He wanted to bestow upon us the most elevated, exalted, devotional mellow, devotional service in the mode of conjugal lovers. Madhurya Rasa. And Harihi Purata Sundaradyuti Kadamba Sandipitaha. Let that Hari, who is very resplendent, very beautiful words are used. Sundara means beautiful. Dyuti means complexion. Kadamba Sandipitaha means the complexion of molten gold, the radiance of molten gold. The Lord is resplendent with the radiance of molten gold. Sada Hridaya Kandare Spharatavaha Sachinandanaha. May that Supreme Lord, Sachinandana Gaura Hari, be always manifest in the inner chambers of our heart. Sada Hridaya Kandare. Hridaya is this heart. Hridaya Kandare means the cave of the heart or the inner chamber of our heart. So let him, not the physical heart, not the organ heart. So there's something called subtle heart, Sukshma heart. So that's the seat of emotions, the seat of feelings, the seat of desires, the seat of love. So let the Lord sit there in the seat of our emotions. So that's the prayer here. So with this, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami invokes a benediction also upon all of us while describing the reason for the descent of Lord Chaitanya. So in this shloka, we see that there is external reason for Lord Chaitanya's advent, which is to offer all of us Krishna Prema, that too in the mode of Madhurya Bhav. And finally, he also invokes a benediction upon all of us that may that Lord Sachinandana Gaura Hari be manifest in your heart. So now let's go into details. Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami explains this nicely. So Krishna appears on the earth periodically. Once in a day of Brahma he appears. So he has his Aprakata Leela or unmanifest pastimes going on in Goloka Vrindavan eternally. Eternally he performs pastimes. But once in a day of Brahma, he descends from Goloka Vrindavan to this earthly planet and he performs some pastimes here. And what is the time of Krishna's appearance? So as all of us know, in one day of Brahma, there are 1000 Divya Yugas. A Divya Yuga means combination of 4 yugas. Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. All 4 yugas put together is one Divya Yuga. Like that, in one day of Brahma, there are 1000 Divya Yugas. And that 1000 Divya Yugas period is divided into 14 parts. And each part is called a Manvantara. Manvantara. And that Manvantara is presided by a personality named Manu. Okay. And there are 14 Manvantaras in a day of Brahma. And Krishna appeared recently in this day of Brahma in the 7th Manvantara. And that too in 7th Manvantara, when 27 Divya Yugas passed, in the 28th Divya Yuga, at the end of Dwapara Yuga, Krishna appeared. He appeared in his full potency from the Vrajadham. So clear, right? So in one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus, 14 Manvantaras. We are in the 7th Manvantara. In this 7th Manvantara, there are 71 Divya Yugas. We are in the 28th Divya Yuga, 28th Yuga cycle. In this 28th Divya Yuga, there are 4 Yugas. Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. So in that, at the end of Dwapara Yuga, 3rd Yuga, Krishna appeared, which is about 5000 years back. That's what Gaura Goswami says. Then, when Krishna appeared, he was very happy to perform such beautiful pastimes in the Dasya Rasa, Sakhya Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa, and Sringara Rasa or Madhurya Rasa, especially in Vrindavan. He was absorbed in transcendental love. He was enjoying with all his dearest devotees in all these 4 rasas. So, After completing his pastimes, he went back to the spiritual world. But after going back, he started thinking, I have not bestowed prema bhakti upon the people of this material universe for a long time. Without such loving attachment, this material world itself is useless. Hmm. He was thinking, चिरकाल नाही करी प्रेम भक्ति दान भक्ति बिना जग तेरा नाही अवस्थान. So if you all have Chaitanya Charitamrita with you, you can see in your Veda base or in your book. I am speaking from the third chapter of Adilila. चिरकाल नाही करी प्रेम भक्ति दान भक्ति बिना जग तेरा नाही अवस्थान. Without bhakti, there is no bliss in this material world. This universe becomes useless without bhakti. But I have not bestowed upon people in this world prema bhakti for a long time. And that bhakti also can be done in multiple modes. One is vidhi bhakti, second is raga bhakti. Now, Krishna starts contemplating about these flavors of bhakti now. He felt. Sakala jagate more kare vidhi bhakti, vidhi bhakti vraj bhava paite nahi shakti. ऐश्वर्य ज्ञाने ते सब जगत मिश्रिता ऐश्वर्य शिथिल प्रेमे नाहे मोर प्रीता. So he was thinking that uh, sakal jagate more kare vidhi bhakti. In this world, many people perform bhakti unto me according to vidhis, according to rules and regulations. The scriptures set lot of rules and regulations, prescriptions, prohibitions. So people follow all those rules and regulations and serve me according to scriptures. But vidhi bhakti vraja bhava paite nahi shakti. But such vidhi bhakti, but that kind of rule oriented, protocol oriented, policy oriented, prescription oriented bhakti cannot bestow Vrajabhava. Vrajabhava means the mood in which Vrindavan Vasis love Krishna. If you really want to cultivate the deep loving mood that Vrindavan Vasis have towards Krishna, this kind of Vidhi Bhakti is not sufficient. We need much deeper bhakti. So that's why Krishna says, ऐश्वर्य ज्ञाने ते सब जगत मिश्रिता ऐश्वर्य शिथिल प्रेमे नाही मोर प्रीता. ऐश्वर्य ज्ञाने ते सब. Many people in this world, many of my devotees have Aishwarya Gnan. Aishwarya Gnan means knowledge about Krishna's divinity, Krishna's opulences, Krishna's power, Krishna's majesty, Krishna's grandeur. So people have an understanding of Krishna's majesty and they know that Krishna is God and then they worship the Lord. I mean, nothing wrong in it. But that kind of love, that kind of worship is with an understanding that He is the Supreme Lord, He is the Master, He is the Controller, He is the Proprietor, He is the Enjoyer, He is the Creator. And that understanding of Krishna's Godhood will slacken one's intimacy, slacken one's love. And Krishna also feels little uncomfortable with it. He says, Aishwarya Sithila Preme Nahe Mora Prita. That prema which has been made feeble by reverential feeling does not attract me. Aishwarya Sithila Prema means prema which is tinged with Aishwarya Bhava or which is weakened with reverential feelings that Krishna is God. That doesn't attract Krishna. So Krishna wants some more intimate exchanges, loving exchanges, not just some reverential exchanges only. Of course, we should not haphazardly, prematurely jump into such deeper realms of bhakti without qualification. A conditioned soul who is still struggling with anarthas, better he performs Adi Bhakti only. One cannot assume oneself to be more advanced than what one is. So we are struggling with lust, envy, pride, greed, and we're dozing off in japa. We are having so many distractions and allurements, and many of the sadhaka bhaktas are still under the clutches of Maya. So one cannot prematurely jump into deeper realms of bhakti, right? However, we need to understand what is the highest. We may not be on the highest plane, but we need to understand what is highest. Therefore, we are discussing this. Uh, so Krishna says, Aishwarya Sithala Prima Nahe Mori Prita. I'm not very excited with this kind of reverential bhakti. And what happens if somebody performs reverential bhakti? Krishna says, they'll go to Vaikuntha. They can attain any kinds of Chaturvida Mukti, Salok. There are four types of personal liberation. They are Sarupya, Samipya, Salokya, Sarishti. Sarupya means having the same physical form like the Lord. Samipya means living very close to the Lord. Salokya means living in the same planet, same loka as the Lord. May not be very close, but you are there somewhere in that same loka. And Sarishti means having the same opulences like the Lord. There's a fifth type also. That's not personal liberation. That's impersonal liberation. Sayujya Mukti. That is like merging into impersonal Brahman. That anyways devotees don't want. And even amongst devotees also, those who are performing Vaidhi Bhakti, those who are more into reverential mode, they attain these four types of liberation. But they don't get deeper, intimate bonding with Krishna in Vrindavan, right? So Krishna is thinking like this. Now Krishna felt that I must appear in this earthly planet. I must offer my devotees this Vraja Bhakti. I will inaugurate Yoga Dharma of Namasankirtan and make the whole world dance in ecstasy, realizing these four rasas. And I will teach by my own example. The best teacher is one who sets a good example. You know, the best gift that we can ever give to anyone on the planet? The best gift that we can offer to anyone is a good example. Good example is not giving an example to explain some concept. That's not the good example I'm talking about. Good example is setting a good example, being a good example. If you want to teach gratitude to someone, you cultivate the mood of gratitude and you be grateful in your dealings, naturally people will learn. If you want to teach satisfaction to someone, don't just give a big seminar on satisfaction. Of course, you can give, but more than speaking about the principles of satisfaction, if people see that we are satisfied with whatever we have, we are not hankering, we are not greedy, we are not accumulating, we are not eager to accumulate more and more. So when we're satisfied with whatever we have, people will automatically learn this art of satisfaction. So setting a good example, right? So Krishna gave so many teachings of bhakti in his previous incarnations. Especially as Krishna, he taught Bhagavad Gita, he taught Uddhava Gita, and he gave so many teachings, philosophical teachings to his devotees. But he did not personally practice devotional service and teach, because he has always been giving teachings of bhakti as Bhagavan. He himself is in the role of Bhagavan, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the object of bhakti or Vishaya of bhakti, and then he's teaching bhakti. But he never had to practice bhakti because he's God. Bhakti is practiced to please him. But now Krishna thought, let me take the role of a devotee and personally perform bhakti and then set an example for common people. Let them learn seeing me. That is his mode. A teacher may teach ABCD to children. Sometimes the teacher may take the little hand of the child, KG kid, in her own hands, and she will also write A, B, C, D along with the child. Then the child will learn. She knows ABCD already, but still she writes ABCD along with the child, just to make the child understand and teach the child. Now Krishna told in the Bhagavad Gita, Satatam Kirta Yantomam. In the 9th chapter, he said, always chant my holy names. Where did he say it? In the 14th shloka. In the Bhagavad Gita, there are 700 shlokas. Out of 700 shlokas, the middle two shlokas are shloka number 350 and shloka number 351, right? And shloka number 350 is the 13th shloka of 9th chapter. Shloka number 351 is the 14th shloka of 9th chapter. So 9.13 and 14 of Bhagavad Gita are shlokas number 350 and 351. I was doing this calculation long back, many years back. So in these two middle shlokas, you know what Krishna did? He spoke about Srimati Radharani. Mahatmanastu mampartha daivim prakritimashritah bhajantyananya manaso gnatva bhutadimavyayam. That is 9.13. Who is a Mahatma? One who takes sincere shelter of Srimati Radharani. So in the sloka number 350, Krishna spoke about Srimati Radharani. In the next sloka, what did Krishna say? Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantasya dridhavratah. In the next sloka, Krishna spoke about Kirtan, about chanting the holy names of the Lord and chanting his glories, basically. Kirtan is not only Nam Kirtan, it can be Guna Kirtan, it can be Rupa Kirtan, it can be Lila Kirtan, but any Kirtan. So, Satatam Kirtayantomam. Of all types of Kirtans, Nam Kirtan, Nam Sankirtan is the best. Why is it the best? It is the easiest. Anyone can do it. Most accessible. So, in the middle two shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, right in the center of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna kept Srimati Radharani and the holy name. Now that same Krishna who gave the teachings of Radharani and holy name, Mahatmanastu Mampartha Daivim Prakritim Ashritaha, Daivi Prakriti Srimati Radharani. Mahatma is one who takes shelter of Srimati Radharani, who is Daivi Prakriti. Right? Clear? So Shloka number 350 spoke about Radharani, Shloka number 351 spoke about Kirtan. So Krishna kept Radharani and Kirtan right in the middle of Bhagavad Gita because these two are very dear to his heart. And he spoke them in the Bhagavad Gita, and he has been waiting for 4,500 years. Who will take these two teachings very seriously? Who will take shelter of Radharani? Who will take shelter of the process of Kirtan? Krishna noticed that not many people do it. Then Krishna thought, I must personally appear as SRI CAITANYA MAHAPRABHU and teach them the process of Kirtan and also imbibe the mode of Srimati Radharani, demonstrate the mode of Srimati Radharani and highlight the glories of Srimati Radharani so that the whole world knows about it. Right? So Krishna appeared as SRI CAITANYA MAHAPRABHU to highlight two things. What are those two things? Number one, Srimati Radharani. Number two, the process of Kirtan. So this Kirtan is the external reason, Radharani is the internal reason. Premanāmadbhutarthah Shravanapathagatah kasya namna mahimnah ko veta kasya vrinda vanavipina maha madhurishu pravesha ko va janati radham paramarasa chamatkara madhurya sima ekas chaitanya chandraha paramakarunaya sarvamavischakara. Prema namadbhutartha. The ultimate artha, the supreme purpose of human life is prema. Prema pumartho mahan. The supreme purpose of human life is to love Krishna. Krishna prema. First gift that Mahaprabhu has given us, prema. And how to attain this prema? Nama, Krishna Nam, chanting the holy name of Krishna. Right? So by chanting the holy names of Krishna Nam, we'll get prema. So these two are the external reasons for Mahaprabhu's descent. Mahaprabhu descended on this planet to teach us the process of chanting Krishna Nam so that we can attain Krishna Prem. Specifically Krishna Prem in the mode of Rajavasis. Specifically Madhurya Bhaktas, right? So this is external reason. Then internal reason is Radharani in Vrindavan Dham. Prema namadhutartha Shravanapathagatah kasya namna mahimnah ko veta kasya vrinda vanavipina maha madhurishu pravesha. Who would have ever understood the glory of Srimati Radharani? Glory of Vrindavan Dham if Mahaprabhu has not descended. The glory of Vrindavan Dham is made very popular by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Secondly, ko va janati radham paramarasa chamatkara madhurya sima. Who would have ever understood that Srimati Radharani is the madhurya sima, the limit of madhurya prema, if Mahaprabhu has not descended, right? So four things Mahaprabhu has given us. Prabodhananda Saraswati speaks in this shloka that Mahaprabhu has given us four things: Nam, Prem, Vrindavan Dham, and Radharani. He highlighted the glory of the supreme goal of life as Krishna Prema. He highlighted the supreme practice to attain that goal, that is Krishna Nam, chanting Krishna's names. He highlighted that supreme Dham of Krishna is Vrindavan. And he also highlighted that supreme devotee of Krishna, whose blessings we need to attain Krishna, is Srimati Radharani. Ekas Chaitanya Chandraha Parama Karunaya Sarvama Vishchakara. Out of his Parama Karuna, Parama Karuna Pahudvijana, out of his deep compassion, the Lord has given us these four gifts. Now, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is describing in this chapter that Krishna was thinking, I will personally practice bhakti and teach everyone. In the 21st sloka, he says that Apani Karimu, let me show you the screen. Yeah, see this sloka. Apani Karimu Bhakta Bhava Angikare, Apani Achari Bhakti Sikhai Musabari. Apani Karimu Bhakta Bhava Angikare, I will personally accept the mood of a devotee. Angikar means to accept. What will Krishna accept? Bhakta Bhava, the emotion of being a devotee. He is not Bhakta, he is Bhagavan. But here Bhagavan is accepting the mood of a Bhakta. What does it mean? Being a Bhakta is the source of great bliss. Such a supreme bliss that even Bhagavan also aspires for that bliss. Even the Supreme Bhagavan is aspiring for the bliss of being a Bhakta. He is Bhakta Bhava Angikara. He says, let me accept the emotions of being a devotee. And amongst all the devotees, the supreme devotee is Srimati Radharani. Therefore, he wants to accept the emotions of Srimati Radharani. Apani Karimu Bhakta Bhava Angikare. Apani Achari Bhakti Sikhai Musabari. Apani Achari Bhakti. I will personally practice bhakti. Achara means to practice. I will personally perform bhakti and Sikhai Musabari. And I will teach bhakti to everyone. So the best teacher is one who personally does things. One who personally does whatever he is teaching, and he exhibits a good example, right? We tell people, chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If we ourselves are chanting one round, we cannot tell others. We can suggest definitely what is good, but when we personally set an example, then people will find it easy to accept what we are saying. So Mahaprabhu, Krishna thought that let me accept the role of Mahaprabhu and perform bhakti and teach everyone. That's the purpose of Krishna's descent. And when Krishna personally descends as Mahaprabhu and chants the holy names, he is also establishing Yuga Dharma, because there are 4 yugas, and in each yuga there is a specific method prescribed by the scriptures to attain the Lord. Krite yadhyayato Vishnur Tretayam yajato makhaihi Dvapare paricharyayam kalau tadhari kirtanat. In Krita Yuga, the process of self-realization is dhyayato Vishnu, meditating on the Lord. Krite yadhyayato Vishnu Tretayam yajato makhaihi. In Treta Yuga, the process is to perform sacrifices. Dvapare paricharyayam, in Dvapara Yuga, it is to serve the Lord and worship the Lord in a grand manner. But kalau tad Hari Kirtanat, in Kali Yuga, the process of attaining the Lord is Hari Kirtana. So the Lord appeared on this planet to establish Yuga Dharma of Hari Kirtana. He already said it in the Bhagavad Gita in the middle. Satatam Kirtayan Tamam. People did not take it seriously. So Krishna said again in the 10th chapter. In the 9th chapter he said Satatam Kirtayan Tamam. In the 10th chapter he said Yajna Nam Japa Yajnosmi. Of all kinds of yajnas, I am Japa Yajna. I am the sacrifice of chanting the names of the Lord. 2 times Krishna said in the Gita. See, there are 18 chapters in the Gita. First 6 and last 6 are like coverings, like box, and the upper portion and lower portion of the box. And the middle 6 chapters are considered the essence of Bhagavad Gita. And in the middle 6 chapters, the middle 2 chapters are considered the essence of the essence. In these middle 2 chapters, 9th and 10th, right? First 6 is one set. 7 to 12 is another set. 13 to 18 is another set. So out of these three sets, where each set has six chapters, the middle set, which has six chapters, is the essence. And in the middle six chapters, the middle two chapters, which is ninth and 10th chapters, are the essence. In the ninth chapter also, in the 10th chapter also, Krishna emphasized on chanting the holy names. In 9.14, Krishna said, Satatam Kirtayantam. In the 10th chapter, Krishna said, Ignanam Japa Ignosmi. What else is the proof? Many people, when they question us, that why are you chanting always Krishna, Krishna, Krishna? Krishna said it. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said it clearly, right in the middle, he said. Middle two chapters, ninth and 10th. So, but Krishna, not many people are taking it seriously. So Krishna thought, let me personally chant the holy names and chant japa, then I will teach everyone. So now Krishna appeared with this thought process. Krishna appeared on this planet to bestow upon us Krishna prema by establishing the process of chanting Krishna Nam. Right. So this is the external purpose of Mahaprabhu's descent. Now Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes certain attributes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and also some predictions about Krishna's appearance as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. First, Kaviraj Goswami says, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like a lion. His shoulders are like a lion. His powers are like a lion. His loud voice is like a lion. Prema, Simha Griva means he has shoulders like a lion. Simha Virya, he has power like a lion. And Simhera Hunkar, he has a loud voice like a lion. And with this loud voice, its full gravity, he chants the holy names of the Lord. May that lion, like Lord Chaitanya, may that Chaitanya Simha sit in our hearts and drive away all our ignorance, drive away all our elephantine vices. So in the forest, sometimes there is a fight between the elephant and lion. In that, lion wins. Here, in this beautiful chapter, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami compares all our anarthas with lions, anarthas with elephants, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with a lion. If you invite Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is like a lion, into our hearts, then the elephant-like anarthas in the heart will run away. Right? There are elephant-like anarthas, big anarthas, lust, envy, pride, greed. So all these are like elephants, huge elephants, powerful elephants. But when one Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Chaitanya Simha, when he enters the heart, all these elephants will run away. That is Chaitanya Simha. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also called Vishwambhara. He is called Chaitanya Simha. He is also called Vishwambhara. Why Vishwambhara? Because he nourishes all the three worlds. Vishwambhara means one who nourishes, one who maintains, one who sustains the entire universe. Vishwa means universe. Vishwambhara means one who maintains the universe. So Mahaprabhu maintains. The third name, Lord Chaitanya, is also called Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Basically, in his early pastimes, he is called Vishwambhara. In his later pastimes, he is called Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So these are various names of the Lord. After taking sannyas, he became Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now let's talk about predictions. When Gargamuni, one second. When Gargamuni came to Nanda Maharaj's home to perform the name-giving ceremony of Krishna, then Gargamuni spoke a beautiful shloka. That shloka Kaviraj Goswami quotes in his Chaitanya Charitamrita, and this is the shloka. Asan varnastrayo hyasya. So the Lord appears in different yugas in different colors. So there, that shloka indicates that the Lord appears as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a golden color in Kali Yuga. So there is a prediction made by Gargamuni during the Namakaran ceremony of Krishna. Asan varnastrayo hyasya suklo raktas tatha pita. Pita refers to yellow color, and that is Lord Chaitanya's color, yellow or golden yellow in Kali Yuga. And what is the activity of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he appears in this golden color? Kaviraj Goswami says, Kali Yuge Yuga Dharma Namera Prachar Tathilagi Pita Varna Chaitanya Avatar This Pitavarna is coming from the Bhagavatam shloka. Bhagavatam 10.8.13, you can see. So, Kali Yuge Yuga Dharma Namera Prachar. In Kali Yuga, the Yuga Dharma is chanting the names of the Lord. And to do prachar of this process of chanting Krishna's names, the Lord appeared as Chaitanya, Chaitanya Avatar in Pitavarna, in yellow color. That's the 40th sloka. Then Kaviraj Goswami quotes, Kaviraj Goswami describes different attributes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his bodily features, his qualities, many other beautiful qualities. So Kaviraj Goswami says that the luster of Lord Chaitanya is like molten gold, and his body is very enormous. His arms extend up to his knees. His voice is very deep like rumbling clouds. His eyes are like lotus petals. His nose is like a sesame flower. His face is like the beautiful moon. Therefore, sometimes we call Chaitanya Chandra. And all the decorations on his body are very simple, like sandalwood pulp and sandalwood bangles, sandalwood armlets. Mahaprabhu is dressed in very attractive attire with sandalwood and with flower garlands, etc. And Mahaprabhu exhibits different qualities and different moods. Sometimes he's Shanta, very peaceful. Sometimes he's very Danta, very self-controlled. But most of the times, especially in his later pastimes, he's Krishna Bhakti Nishtha Parayana. Is completely devoted to Krishna Bhakti. And he's Bhaktavatsala. He's also affectionate towards all the devotees of Krishna. Sushila, he's very gentle. Sarva Bhute Sama, he's equal to all living beings. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami quotes a beautiful shloka from Vishnu Sahasranam. And this shloka from Vishnu Sahasranam describes the early pastimes and the later pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Very popular shloka. Suvarna varno hemango varangas chandanangadi sanyasakritya mahashanto nishtha shanti parayanaha. Suvarna varno hemango. Suvarna. We already discussed this shloka. Shanta Danta Krishna Bhakti Nishtha Parayana Bhakta Vatsala Shushila Sarvabhute Sama. We discussed it just now. Now we are going to this Vishnu Sahasranam shloka. Suvarna varno hemango varangas chandanangadi. In his early pastimes, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to dress himself very beautifully. He appeared like a householder. Of course, he has golden complexion. Savarna Varna is golden complexion. Hemango, all his limbs are like also molten gold. Varangas Chandanangadi. Varanga means very beautiful limbs. Chandanangadi, these bodily limbs of the Lord are smeared with sandalwood pulp, right? So in the Adilila, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested himself like a nice householder, well decorated with all this sandalwood pulp and others. But in the Sesha Leela, Sesha Leela, basically Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's 48 years of manifest pastimes are divided into two parts. One is Adilila, second is Sesha Leela. Adilila constitutes the first 24 years of his pastimes, especially in Navadvip area. And Sesha Leela constitutes Mahaprabhu's pastimes as a sannyasi. He took sannyasi at the age of 24. That is Sesha Leela. And the Sesha Leela is further divided into two parts. One is Madhya Leela, second is Antya Leela. Sesha Leela has two parts, 2A, 2B. 2A is Madhya Leela. And this Madhya Leela describes Mahaprabhu's pastimes as a sannyasi, as a traveling sannyasi. So this Madhya Leela constitutes only 6 years of Mahaprabhu's pastimes. In these 6 years, Mahaprabhu extensively traveled to South India, Vrindavan, Jharkhand, Prayaga, this Dashashwamedha Ghat, and Mathura, Vrindavan. So he went to all these places in these 6 years, from 24 to 30. But last 18 years, from 31 to 48, last 18 years, Mahaprabhu stayed only in Jagannath Puri. So that portion of his pastimes are Antya Leela. Right? First 24 plus 6 plus 18. So first 24 is Adi Leela, next 24 is Sesha Leela. And in the second 24, first 6 are Madhya Leela, last 18 are Antyalila, right? Now let's come to the shloka back. Sannyasakritya mahashanto nishta shantihi parayanam. Sannyasakrit means in the second half of his pastimes, Mahaprabhu accepts sannyasa order, pronounced order. And shamaha, shanta. Shamaha means he's very equipoised. Samaha, samaha shanta. Shanta means he's very peaceful. Sanyasakrit samaha shanta, nishtha shanti parayanaha. He's the highest abode of peace and devotion. And he also, shanti parayana means there are some people who just want shanti, who wants impersonal liberation. So Mahaprabhu will pacify them, will transform them. He will, in fact, he will attack their impersonalistic conceptions, right? So he's the highest abode of peace, and he silences this impersonalistic devotees. So this is a beautiful shloka from Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra from Mahabharat, where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's descent is already predicted. That's about Vishnu Sahasranama. But what about Srimad Bhagavatam? Even Bhagavatam also says that Mahaprabhu is going to come very soon. So let's recite a shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam as quoted by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in this chapter. Krishna Varanam Tvisha Krishnam Sangopanga Parshadam Yagnaihi Sankirtana Prayer Yajantihi Sumedhasaha. Krishna Varanam. Just this one line, Krishna Varnam, has multiple meanings. All of us know Krishna means the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all attract to Krishna. Varnam means color. So, Krishna Varnam Tvisha Akrishnam. So basically, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is non-different from Krishna, but his Tvisha, his effulgence or his bodily bodily color is akrishnam, non-blackish, right? So Krishna Varna means, now let me give multiple meanings of Krishna Varna. Krishna, there are two syllables. In Sanskrit, a syllable is called Varna, right? So Krishna Varnam refers to the two syllables Krish and Na. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So Mahaprabhu is seen constantly chanting these two syllables Krishna, two Varnas. Krishna Varnam. But Varnam can also mean Varnayati. So one meaning of Varnam is color. Another meaning of Varnam is syllables. Another meaning of Varnam is Varnayati, means to describe, or to sing, or to praise, or to glorify. So Mahaprabhu is described as Krishna Varnam here because he's constantly doing Varnana of Krishna, or describing Krishna, or glorifying Krishna's names, pastimes, and qualities. Because he's constantly glorifying Krishna's Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila, there is this Krishna Varnam in this shloka. And also he's specifically chanting Krishna's names, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. He's uttering these two syllables. And Tvisha Akrishnam. Mahaprabhu's Tvisha, Mahaprabhu's bodily complexion is Akrishna, means non-blackish. Because the word Krishna also means black. Akrishna means non-blackish, which is golden here in our context, right? So now Mahaprabhu is constantly chanting Krishna, 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 two syllables. Let us recollect a beautiful shloka from Rupa Goswami. Tunde Tandaviniratim Vitanute Tundavali Labdhaye Karna Kroda Kadambini Ghatayate Karna Bhute Bhespraham Cheta Prangana Sangini Vijayate Sarvendriyanam Kritim No Jane Janita Kiyadbhiramurtaihi Krishneti Varanadvayi Krishneti Varanadvayi. Krishna, Krishna, there are two Varnas, two syllables. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is constantly chanting these two syllables, Krishna, 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 Krishna. And Rupa Goswami says in this shloka, actually this shloka is meant for Radharani. When Radharani chants Krishna's name, she never gets satiated. When she utters Krishna's name, she feels Tunde Tandavini Ratim Vitanute Tundavali Labdhaye. The holy name of Krishna is dancing on a devotee's tongue, Radharani's tongue, or Lord Chaitanya's tongue, or any sincere devotee's tongue. That devotee aspires to have millions of tongues, Why only tongue? This one tongue is incapable of sufficiently uttering Krishna's names. I want more tongues. Sometimes you have a lot to speak about Krishna. Lot of katha. When you read Bhagavad Gita, when you read Bhagavatam, when you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a lot of nectar that you want to share, but we have limited capacity. We only have one tongue, and the throat gets exhausted after speaking 1 or 2 hours. You get exhausted. You take kaful, you take other kinds of kada, ginger tea, etc., to soothe your throat. So even in sadhaka stage also, one who is glorifying Krishna finds that I have limited capacity to glorify Krishna. If only I have more capacity, even if I speak 8 hours or 10 hours, if I don't get exhausted, there is a mechanism by which I don't get exhausted by speaking 10, 20 hours. I will continuously speak Krishna, speak Krishna's glories. So devotee has that enthusiasm even in sadhaka stage. What to speak of such great exalted devotees like the gopis of Vrindavan, the Pandavas, Sukadeva Goswami, Vyasadeva, Narada Muni, they have unlimited appetite to glorify. They don't get exhausted like us. We may get exhausted. After giving 2, 3 hours of katha, we get exhausted. When we speak in noisy environments, we get exhausted. When we loudly chant or loudly speak, we get exhausted. But they don't get exhausted. But still, although they have great capacity to glorify the Lord in the best possible poetry without any physical exhaustion, still they feel that their transcendental body is insufficient in sufficiently glorifying the Lord. They feel, I want more tongues. I want more ears to hear the glories. I want more tongues to chant the glories. So Krishna Varnam, Mahaprabhu is constantly absorbed in Varnan of Krishna. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sango Astra Parshadam Sa Anga Upanga Astra Parshadam. There are multiple words here. One is Anga, second is Upanga, third is Anga, third is Astra, fourth is Parshada. Right? Let's discuss about all these 4 words. Sa, the first word, first letter Sa refers to accompanied by. That Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu not only chants the names of the Lord, but is also accompanied by 4 types of associates. Who are they? Anga, Upanga, Astra, and Parshada. Now, what is this Anga? Anga literally means a limb of the body. For example, this hand is a limb of my body. It's an Anga, right? This leg is an Anga. So these are limbs of the body. So when somebody wants to address another person as very dear to oneself, they call him Anga. Tathapi kirtayam yanga yathamati yathashritam kirtim hare swam satkartam giram anyabhidasatim. In the Bhagavatam, Maitreya Muni speaks to Vidura. Tathapi kirtayam yanga, my dear Vidura, my dear Anga. Anga means, oh, my beloved Vidura. Anga refers to, literally it refers to a limb of the body. But in spirit, it means that you are very dear to my heart. You are expressing your love and affection to someone by saying that you are very dear to my heart, by calling them Anga, right? So in the current context of this shloka, Krishna Varanam Tusha Krishnam Sa Anga Upanga Astra Parshadam. That Anga refers to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's plenary associates, immediate expansions, direct expansions. They are like Nityananda Prabhu or Advaita Acharya. They are very, very close to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is Anga. What about Upanga? Sango Panga Astra Parshadam means Sa Anga Upanga Astra Parshadam. Upanga means a sublimb. Like this, in this body, hand is a limb, and the finger is a sublimb, is Upanga, a smaller limb, the limb of the limb, right? So similarly, in Mahaprabhu's pastimes, Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya, they're like Anga, they're direct associates. But Nityananda Prabhu's devotees and Advaita Acharya's associates, they are the Upanga, right? General devotees, right? Devotees of devotees. Sangopanga. Astra Parshadam. Astra refers, literally Astra refers to a weapon, right? There is Brahmastra, there is Vayuvya Astra, there is Agneya Astra, there is Varunastra. All these are astras, wind weapon, water weapon, and fire weapon. These are all different astras. So astra refers to a weapon. But what is weapon in the context of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? His weapon is his own beauty. Mahaprabhu is so beautiful, and that beauty of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu acts as a weapon that conquers people. And when Mahaprabhu conquers people with the weapon of his beauty, with the weapon of his ecstatic symptoms, he captivates them completely, and he makes them chant the holy names of the Lord. Right? He defeats them, he captivates them, he captures them, and makes them chant the names of the Lord. Right? So, Tango Pangastra Parshadam. So Anga, Upanga, Astra. Parshada literally refers to associates, right? So Mahaprabhu is accompanied with so many associates who act as his Anga or Upanga or Astra, right? Sometimes devotees of the Lord also act as Astra. Sometimes the Lord's own personal beauty and his ecstatic symptoms act as weapons. Mahaprabhu with the weapon of his beauty. Mahaprabhu is the weapon of his devotion, with the weapon of his tears, with the weapon of his perspiration. He captivates all of us, right? So there is this shloka, Sveda Ashrukul, Sveda Ashrupulaka Kampa Taha Te Bhushan. So Mahaprabhu may not wear Kaustubhamani, Mahaprabhu may not have pearl necklaces, Mahaprabhu is a sannyasi, may not have so many great decorations, but Mahaprabhu's body, golden body, is decorated with all ecstatic symptoms. That's the real weapon. His ecstasy is his weapon. His beauty is his weapon. There is a shloka. Kanchana sadrisha deha arunavasan svedakam papulaka ashruta hate bhushan. Kanchana sadrisha deha arunavasan. His body is like molten gold. Arunavasan, his eyes are like a rising sun. Sweda, Ashra, Polaka, Kampa. His Sweda means perspiration. Ashra means tears. Polaka means this horripilation, hair standing on end, goosebumps. Polaka. Kampa means trembling. So these are his real decorations on the body. And these decorations are the real weapons that completely conquer people's hearts. With his loving tears, he conquers our hearts and we become attracted to Krishna Prema, right? So, Shri Anga Shri Mukha Ekare Darshana Tarapa Pakshaya Haya Paya Prema Dhana. Shri Anga, seeing Mahaprabhu's beautiful limbs, Shri Mukha, his beautiful face, Ye Kare Darshan, anyone who takes darshan of Mahaprabhu's beautiful body and beautiful face, Tara Papa Kshaya Haya, their papa will be completely destroyed. Tara Papa Kshaya Paya Premadhan, one attains the treasure of love of God. Right? So, and Mahaprabhu has soldiers, so many soldiers, Parshada, soldiers. Who are the soldiers? His devotees are the soldiers, right? So, yeah, these are some thoughts about second line. We are discussing this shloka, right? I hope you remember where we are. I should also remember. Krishna Varanam Tusha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam. We discussed only 2 lines of this Bhagavatam shloka. Third line is Yagnaihi Sankirtana Prayer. Yajantihi Sumedhasaha. Yagna means sacrifice. What kind of sacrifice? Sankirtana Yagna. The sacrifice of congregationally chanting the holy names of Krishna. And that is the way of worshipping him. Yajanti. That's the way of worshipping the Lord in Kali Yuga especially. And who will do that worship? Sumedhasaha. Only those who are very intelligent. They do such worship. Other people don't worship the Lord like this. So intelligent people will take to Krishna consciousness. Intelligent people will take to this process of chanting the holy names of the Lord. Other people, other quote unquote intelligent people, they think that chanting the holy names, it's such a simple process. Chanting this one mantra, you will go back to Godhead. No, we have to chant 1 kilometer long mantras. That's why people in the previous yugas who have more capacity, more memory, more long lifespan, they feel that chanting the holy name of Krishna is below their dignity, or like they consider it too simple. Right? With such a simple process, you will go back to Godhead. No, going back to Godhead must have such a complicated and elaborate process. They can't accept the simple process of chanting Krishna's names as the best way to reach the Lord. But intelligent people understand that yes, chanting the names of the Lord is the best process. In fact, in the Gopakumar story, in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, the second part, Vishnu Dutas give a long seminar to Gopakumar. What is the essence of the seminar? That lecture? Nama Sankirtan is the best way to connect with the Lord. Even Vishnu Dutas, personal associates of the Lord, are also emphasizing on the importance of Nam Sankirtan. They even say that Nam Sankirtan is better than Shravanam, better than Smaranam also. We often think that Smaranam, remembering the Lord, is the ultimate process. Smartavya hasatatam Vishnu, Vismartavyo najatasit. We quote that sloka also, which is correct, definitely. But if there is something more exciting than Smaranam, it is Sankirtanam, chanting the names of the Lord. Because Smaranam is done at the level of mind, senses are inert. But in Nama Sankirtan, we chant the names of the Lord, thus actively our tongue is vibrating, but it is not an activity which is done on the level of senses, level of tongue only. Ears are active, hands are active, and somebody is ecstatically chanting, doing this Nam Sankirtan. Not only tongue vibrates, entire body vibrates. All the senses are engaged in the Lord's service. They jump up and down, they dance in ecstasy, and that automatically pulls the mind into Smaranam. So Sankirtan eventually leads to Smaranam. But Smaranam, of course, Smaranam also can lead to Sankirtan, but Smaranam is done with a much purified mind. But Sankirtan can be done by anybody. Eventually, their mind also is pulled into the holy name of the Lord, pulled into the meditation of the Supreme Lord by doing Sankirtan. Right? If you pick up any random person walking on the street and ask them to sit and close his eyes and meditate on the form of the Lord, they'll be spaced out. They may close their eyes, they may have other forms. What to speak of them? Even practicing sadhakas also, when they close their eyes to meditate on the Lord, some other forms will manifest in the mind. Right? But Sankirtan, anybody will get attracted. Right? When the loud chanting of the holy names is going on, anybody can participate in that kirtan, and while doing that, at least the mind is kind of controlled. Mind focuses on the Nama Rupa Guna Leela of the Lord. Therefore, Vishnu has established Nam Sankirtan as the best process of even bringing the mind closer to Krishna. Right? So, coming back to this shloka, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains this shloka. Yagnaihi Sankirtana Prayai Rijantihi Sumedhasaha. Intelligent people perform this Nam Sankirtan. Now, in this context, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also quotes Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami's Bhagavata Sandarbha, Shat Sandarbhas. Because Jiva Goswami describes Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Bhagavata Sandarbha. He says, Antaha Krishnam Bahir Gauram Darshitangadi Vaibhavam Kalau Sankirtanadyaisma Krishna Chaitanya Mashritaha. Antaha Krishnam. Who is Krishna Chaitanya? Antaha Krishnam. Inside he is Krishna only. But Bahir Gauram, externally, he appears in a fair complexion. Just because he has a fair golden complexion, that does not mean he is not Krishna. Inwardly he is Krishna only. Darshitangadi Vaibhavam. And that Lord Chaitanya displays his Vaibhava, his opulence. What is that opulence? Angadi Vaibhavam. Anga refers to, I just spoke, limbs. Anga, Upanga, Astra, Parshada. They are all his Vaibhava. They are his opulences. The real opulence of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is his devotees, his associates. In fact, we also, when we become devotees of Lord Chaitanya, he considers us as his opulence, as his entourage. So, Darshitangadi Vaibhavam, Kalau Sankirtanadi Sma. In Kali Yuga, he inaugurates the Sankirtan movement, and Krishna Chaitanya Mashrayet. Let me take shelter of that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. And Antaha Krishna can also refers to someone who is always thinking about Krishna within himself. Antaha means inside Krishna. There is only Krishna. What is there inside Mahaprabhu's heart? Only Krishna is there. Krishna Prema. Why? Krishna, Mahaprabhu is Krishna only. But Antaha Krishna, Mahaprabhu is described as Antaha Krishna. So here Krishna is having only Krishna in his heart. But it's not Krishna who is having Krishna in his heart. It is Radharani. who is having Krishna in her heart. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Srimati Radharani only. Actually, Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but he is in the mood of Radharani. So he is, as a person, he is Krishna, but in his bhava, in his emotion, he is Radharani. Radha bhavadyuti suvalitam naumi Krishna swarupam. He accepted Radha's bhava, emotion, and Radha's duty, complexion. And thus he became Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is non-different from Radha and Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, nahi anya. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Antaha Krishnam, Bahir Gauram. So Srimati Radharani is constantly thinking about Krishna. And Krishna, while thinking about Radharani, he wanted to adopt her mood, adopt her emotions, steal her devotional mood, and become Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Right? So then in the Upapuranas, it's mentioned, Krishna himself spoke to Vyasadeva. Ahameva kvachid brahman sannyasashramamashritah haribhaktim grahayami kalau papahata naran. Ahameva kvachid brahman. Oh, Brahmana, Vyasadeva, I will personally accept sannyasa ashramam. Sannyasa ashramam ashritah. I will take shelter of sannyas ashram, renounced order. And what will I do? Hari bhaktim grahayami. I accept the process of devotional service. And kalau papa hatanaran. And I will destroy all the sinful tendencies of all Kali Yuga people. Then there is Shastra Pramana. We have just seen references from Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna Varnam Trisha Krishnam Shloka. We have seen a reference from Mahabharat, Vishnu Sahasranam, Savarna Varno Hemango. We have seen from Upapuranas here, all Vedic literatures. And there are many such references to establish that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that same Krishna appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and accepted sannyas, and he spread the holy names of the Lord. So there is one more reason. So far I discussed Mahaprabhu's external reasons for descent. What are they? To spread the holy names of Krishna, which is the Yuga Dharma of Kali Yuga, and to also bestow upon us this Vraja Prema, Krishna Prema in the mode of Rajavasis, right? So now there is one more reason, which is also considered external reason. With this we'll conclude. So that reason is, once Advaitacharya, an incarnation of the Lord, he is Bhaktavatara. He appeared as an elderly person, and he was very concerned about the materialism going on around him. So he prayed for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's descent. So before Lord Chaitanya appeared, his elders like Jagannath Mishra, Sachi Mata, Madhavendra Puri, Ishvara Puri, Advaitacharya, all of them appeared. Right? So having appeared first, Advaitacharya found that everybody is absorbed in material enjoyment. Sometimes people are enjoying on a material plane through papa, sometimes through punya. Sometimes they are getting material enjoyment sinfully, and some people are getting material enjoyment virtually. They are doing papa, they are doing virtuously. They are doing papa, they are doing punya. But whether it's papa or punya, both are on material platform. Keha pape, keha punya kare vishaya bhoga. Bhakti gandha nahi yate yaya bhava roga. Keha pape, some people are doing pap. Keha punya, some people are doing punya. But either through papa line or punya line, their aim is same, vishaya bhoga, enjoying sense objects. So bhakti gandha nahi, there is not even a smell of bhakti. Yate yaya bhava roga, and they're caught up in this bhava roga, material disease. And Advaitacharya became extremely compassionate, seeing such people. And he was thinking how to benefit such common people. And thus he descended, he requested Krishna to descend. Advaitacharya was contemplating. Apani Sri Krishna yadi karena avatar, apane achari bhakti karena prachar. So when Krishna personally appears as an avatar on this planet, he will personally practice bhakti and he will do prachara of bhakti. He will do achar also, he will do prachar also. That is uh, Lord Advaitacharya's desire. So with this desire, he took Shaligram, he started worshipping Shaligram with tulasi leaves and Ganga Jal. तुलसीदल मात्रेण जलस्य चुलुकेन वा विक्रीणीते स्वमात्मानं भक्तेभ्यो भक्तवत्सलः. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Advaitacharya worshipped Krishna with Tulasi and Ganga. And whenever a devotee sincerely worships the Lord with tulsi leaves and Ganga jal, the Lord feels so obliged to the devotee. He feels that I cannot sufficiently reciprocate with him. I cannot repay my debt to this person who offered me tulsi and Ganga. So, to repay the debt, Krishna will offer himself to such a devotee. Vikrinite swamatmanam. The devotee, Krishna feels that I am sold out to this devotee. I have become property of this devotee. So, with Ganga, Jal, and Tulsi leaves, Advaitacharya worshipped Lord Krishna. Then he appealed, loudly he appealed, Oh Lord Chaitanya, oh Krishna, please appear as Lord Chaitanya, please spread Yoga Dharma. Then Mahaprabhu appeared. So this is considered Mukhya Karan, the prime reason for Lord Chaitanya's descent. Chaitanyera avatarera yei mukhya hetu, bhaktera ichhaya avatare dharma setu. So the mukhya hetu, the prime reason for Lord Chaitanya's descent is Advaitacharya's loud calls. And to fulfill his desire, Lord Chaitanya appeared as Krishna appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And specifically, Advaitacharya requested Lord Krishna to appear in the form of a devotee. Tvam bhakti yoga paribhavita hritsaroja asye srutekshita patho nanunatha pumsam yadyadhiyata urugaya vibhavayanti tattattvapuh pranayase sadanugrahaya. Tvam bhakti yoga paribhavita hritsaroja. Devadas Goswami quotes this shloka. The meaning of the shloka is when a devotee sincerely, with pure devotion in the heart, worships a specific form of the Lord will reciprocate with that devotee in that particular form only. Hrit Saroja Asya. And he appears, he manifests in the heart of such a devotee in that form and he pleases him. So, in response to Advaitacharya's loud calls, Lord Krishna appeared in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and blessed all of us. To summarize, the external reasons for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's descent are to establish Yuga Dharma, which is Harinam Sankirtan, and to bestow upon all the people of Kali Yuga Krishna Prema in the mood of Rajavasis, Raja Bhakti, Ujjala Rasa, specifically Madhurya Rasa. And also another reason for Mahaprabhu's descent is Advaitacharya requested him to descend and spread Krishna Bhakti and Harinam Sankirtan. So with this, I'll conclude today's session on the Bahyavatara Karan, or the external reasons for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's descent, on this auspicious occasion of Gaura Purnima, which we are going to celebrate just day after tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll meet again and we'll discuss the internal reasons, more confidential reasons for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's descent. I won't be able to complete that internal reasons in one session only. Let's try our best. By Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace, let's try. Thank you very much. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Sri Gaura Purnima Maha Mahotsav ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for your wonderful class explaining the external reasons for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. If any devotees would like to ask any questions, they may please unmute and do so. Today, Prabhu, we have devotees not only from Kanaya Desh,